Hello, today we are gonna continue our series of crochet pattern stitch. It's the last video of the series. We are going to have a cotton yarn for a 4 millimeters crochet hook, measuring tape, and a pair of scissors. This is the pattern that we are going to make. It's called Evolving V-Stitch. It's a beautiful pattern that we can use to create accessories or scarves, blankets. And now let's start it. To start, we are going to make our foundation row. We are going to make a foundation row of more or less 5 inches or 13 centimeters in single crochet. And this foundation row, it has to be a multiple of 3 stitches plus 2. So here I'm gonna start mine, and when I reach my 5 inches, I will tell you how many stitches I have. And in your case, you just have to have um, a multiple of 3 plus 2 stitches for this pattern to work. So here I believe I have 5 inches. That's what I wanted. And now I'm gonna count my stitches to see if I have a multiple of 3 plus 1. Here I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. I have a multiple of 3, and now I'm gonna make my 2 other stitches and one more for my turning chain, and now I'm gonna make my single crochets. I'll meet you in the end of this row. If you have any questions, you can write me in the comments below, and I will gladly assist you in what I can. Okay, so I made my single crochets on the top of my chain, and now just to make sure, I'll count again my number of stitches to make sure that I have 21 plus 2 in my case. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22. Oops, so there's a mistake here. I'll review my work and come back in a second. All right, I made the correction and I undid my row and I made one more stitch. So now I have the 23 stitches that we need as a multiple of 3 plus 1 in plus 2, sorry, in my case 21 plus 2. Now what we are going to do is we are going to follow the graphic, and here it shows on the very first stitch of the foundation row we are going to make a single crochet plus 2 chains and then a double crochet after skipping 1 stitch. Then we skip 1 stitch, make a double crochet, chain, double crochet on the same stitch, and after we are going to skip 2 stitches and repeat the pattern, double crochet, chain, double crochet on the same stitch, skip 2, and so on. So here I'm going to turn my work and make my single crochet on my very first stitch, and now I'm gonna go up 2 chains and make my double crochet after skipping a stitch. So I skip this one and come here to make a double crochet, chain, double crochet on the same stitch. Now to continue, I will skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and on the 3rd stitch I will make the same pattern, double crochet, chain, double crochet on the same stitch, and so on until the end of the row. And before I arrive to the end, I will come back to show you, but you have to finish with a pattern, double crochet, chain, double crochet on the same stitch, skip 1 stitch, and then finish with a double crochet. Here I'm almost in the end of the row, and I skip 2 stitches, make my pattern, and to finish I skip 1 stitch and make a double crochet on the very last stitch. There. And now we are going to turn our work and start our row number 2. Foundation row, row 1, and now row number 2. As we can see here, the row 2, what we have to do is a single crochet on the 1st stitch, then we make a chain, our turning chain, and we are going to make in the middle of the V, the pattern that we create, we are going to make another pattern, which is half double crochet, chain, half double crochet in the same stitch right there in the chain that we created in the previous row. So here we are, we turn our work, and now we make our single crochet, turning chain. We are going to make our half double crochet in the middle of our work, half double crochet, chain, half double crochet, and now so on. We are going to do the same for till the end of the row. Oops, sorry. Oh, let me go back here. Half double crochet, chain, half double crochet. And arriving to the end, we are going to do the same thing, half double crochet, chain, half double crochet, and then to finalize we are going to end with a half double crochet in the last stitch of the row. Here we are, and now we are ready to turn our work and start row 3. In row 3, what we do is the same thing as row 2. So we are going to do the same thing. Here we go. Half double crochet, chain, and half double crochet in the middle of our pattern created in the previous row. Oh, I didn't make my chain, did I? Yes. So half double crochet, chain, half double crochet. right in the middle of the pattern that we created. Here, here, always in the middle. Again, I think I missed my chain because we have to make a half double crochet, chain, and then half double crochet. And here, arriving to the end, the same thing as we did before. Last stitch, we are going to skip one stitch and make a half double crochet right in the last stitch, which is always the most complicated, right there. So here we have our foundation row and our 3 rows. Now we are going to have our 4th row. Right there, for our 4th row, we are going to have to do a chain and then single crochet. See, it's the opposite of before, which we were doing single crochet and chain. Here it's the opposite. We make a chain and then single crochet, and then we make single crochet, 2 chains, single crochet in the same stitch right there in the middle of our V. So that's what we are going to do, work in single crochets and chains. Now I'm gonna show you. We turn our work, make our chain. This time we make the chain and then we make our single crochet. And now in the middle of our work here, we are going to make our single crochet, 2 chains and single crochet, and so on. Oh, I think I missed it again. This is the problem of trying to concentrate in making the video and making crochet at the same time. Here I am. So after making a single crochet, 2 chains, this time it's 2 chains and single crochet. Arriving to the last stitch, we are going to make our pattern and finalize with a single crochet in the last stitch. Great, it's beautiful, it's a beautiful pattern. Let's go then to our 5th row. Now the 5th and the 6th row, it's absolutely the same as the 4th row. We turn our work, single crochet, chain, and then pattern, which is the one that we know already, single crochet, 2 chains, and single crochet again. So this I will make for this 5th row and for the 6th row, and after I start again with my pattern since the 1st row. This is the pattern. I will make my 2 rows repeating the pattern, and I come back when I have to start again to remind you how to do. I have here then 6 rows made, as you can see, and that's the work we did so far. We did first row. I'm gonna show you here in the graphic, it's much easier. So we did our foundation row, row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which means row 1 is with the double crochet, row 2 and 3 with the half double crochet, and row 4, 5, and 6 with the single crochet. Now that we made our 6 rows, we are going to start again with the row 1 and repeated the work. So here now that I finished my row 6, I'm gonna make a single crochet, double chain, and skip 1 stitch and come back with the pattern of double crochet pattern. And this means turn my work, make a single crochet, 2 chains, double crochet, 1 chain, and double crochet. And I'm going to do this until I reach a 5 centimeters square. I have 5 on my length, and I want to have 5 on the height too. You can choose the size that you are making it. It's a dishcloth that I will give as a gift to my landlord because she's very nice and helpful. And you can decide where you are going to use this pattern. You can use it in your scarf, blanket. As I told you in the beginning, be creative. That's what we do here. I'll be back in a second to show you what it looks like. Here it is. I made 7 rows so far, so I repeated the first row, and now I'm gonna repeat the second row, single crochet, chain, and work in half double crochet pattern. Single crochet, chain, and work in half double crochet pattern, which means working in the middle of the V's, half double crochet, chain, half double crochet, and this I will make it for this row and the next one. Here it is. I repeated my row of 2 rows of half double crochet, these 2, and now I'm going to start my 3 rows of single crochet again. Turn your work, make a chain, single crochet, and the pattern, single crochet, 2 chains, and single crochet. And that's what we are going to do for the next 3 rows. as we are just repeating what we learned in the beginning of the video. Here it is, my pattern. I made our pattern, and then I repeat it once, and I made the last row repeating the first row. And I hope you enjoyed this video. What I'm gonna make now, it's an edge, and you can follow the video that I will put here on the eye for you, the information if you want to learn how to make the edge, or you can make your own. And if you like it, please leave me a thumb up. It will help a lot the video, so I know that I'm having return, that this video is being fun and nice to someone out there. Thank you for watching and enjoy it. This is what it looks like in the end. I know now the light is not so good anymore, but here is the project with the edge. This is the crab stitch edge, and it's very pretty. I have to block it to be in a pretty shape. Other way, I'm very happy with the result. All right, bye now.